Hey guys, happy Tuesday. I didn't look at the calendar. Happy Tuesday. This is a very quick word, guys. This is not from a dream. This is from me just sitting in God's presence and allowing Him to speak to me in the many ways that He chooses to. And you guys always hear me say, do not box God in the way that He speaks and what He uses and so forth. So He gave me this revelation yesterday as I was working, and He speaks to me a lot through the phone calls that I receive here at work. I work in the healthcare field, the field of genetic testing, and He uses a lot of my phone calls, dates of births, whatever, to speak to me. God cannot be boxed, guys, and this kept popping up over and over and over. Like He kept giving me the number 101, 101, 101, even if it was a birthday and it was 1001, but He overall kept giving me 101, 101 over and over yesterday. And what He is saying in this message that I'm going to release to you guys really quickly is that where He's taking many of you, this is not for everybody, but everybody can benefit from this word, because everyone who partners with God will eventually be called into their royal position, right? Everything will eventually come into its full manifestation, all of His promises. So everybody can benefit from this word. But for those that He's calling into royalty, into higher positions, you're in your harvest, you know that, right? This is for you. The Lord is saying, remember lesson 101, and He is saying, as you walk into these high positions, as He takes you higher, regardless if it's marriage, if it's a relocation, if it's a promotion, whatever you're walking into that God has promised you, and you're walking into a higher level, into royalty, He's saying, remember lesson 101, and that's not to stray away from the life that He has set before you, not to stray away from His laws, His commandments, to live your life according to the gods, according to the Lord's image. Y'all know, coffee, guys, coffee. Let me take a sip of coffee. Please hold. He's saying to live your life pure, blameless, and according to His leading. Okay, many people have the ability to step into royalty in a high position, and they forget who got them there and start living a worldly life. They forget about the God who moved them into this position, okay? You have been called for such a time as this, and the Lord is saying, lesson 101 is do not stray away from His ways. Do not stray away from His commandments. Continue to fear Him, as in to love what He loves, hate what He hates, and walk according to His word. He's saying, do not stray away from that. Many people are quick to say, I know who's taking me to where I'm going, and I'm going to continue to live a God-filled life, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. It's difficult. It can be difficult when you get into that position. Okay, you are human. I am human. We are not perfect. The Lord is saying, stay connected to Him. Lesson 101, He's saying, stay connected to Him and do not stray away from what He's taught you, what He's shown you. Remember the dreams He's given you. Remember the people He told you to disconnect from. Remember what He's taught you, and live a life that's filled with Him on the forefront. Do not make decisions without Him. Live a life according to His image and how He would see it. Live a pure, blameless, faultless life. Does that mean you're going to be perfect? No, but it means you're going to seek God for every single thing in your life. My nose is super shiny, guys. It means you're going to seek Him and continue to put Him as head of your life, okay? Many of you guys lost everything before due to idolatry, whether it was idolizing a husband, idolizing a job, idolizing money, and God is giving that back tenfold. He's saying, do not forget to leave Him on the forefront of your life, okay? And again, guys, I kept seeing 101, 101, 101 all yesterday. Everybody that would call, or majority of the people that were calling, it was something about their date of birth, phone, whatever it was. I just kept seeing 101 over and over and over, right? And He gave me Psalms 101 for this word. So I'm going to read it to you guys. But before I even, in order for Him to confirm the word to me, I said, Lord, I keep seeing this number 101. You've led me to Psalms 101. Confirm what you're saying. After I said that, a lady named Esther, I can't make this up, a lady named Esther called in. She got me on the line and she was calling from Dr. Edward King's office, okay? Esther called me from Dr. Edward King's office after I asked God to confirm what he was saying, guys. And we all know who Esther is, right? She was moved from a position of low and like nobody to royalty, okay? Again, God is saying many of you are transitioning in this hour, okay? You're becoming the Esther. It's your Esther 4:14 moment. Edward, guys, means wealth, fortune, and prosperous, okay? Esther called yesterday from Dr. Edward King's office, okay? The Lord is saying he's raising many of you Esthers, and this is for guys too. This is not just for women. Many of you Esthers are being moved into your royal position of wealth, fortune, and prosperity, okay? You're being moved into the king's palace. And this is how God is so strategic, guys. Esther from Dr. Edward King's office called into me, okay? And she called at 1:01 p.m. yesterday, okay? So when I asked God to confirm, that was what he sent to confirm. And I knew, I was like, okay, God, I understand. Let me go ahead and do what you're telling me to do. So many of you, your Esther 4:14 moment is here. He is saying, remember lesson 101? Do not forget what he's taught you, okay? And he wanted me to read Psalms 101, and this is a psalm of David, and he's speaking of the life that he knows to lead according to God's purpose, according to God's image after he is rescued, okay? Listen to this, and I'm reading from the NLT version. Psalms 101, it says, I will sing of your love and justice, Lord. I will praise you with songs. I will be careful to live a blameless life. When will you come to help me? I will lead a life of integrity. Integrity, guys, means honesty, uprightness, high morals, nobility, okay? It says, I will lead a life of integrity in my own home. I will refuse to look at anything vile and vulgar. That means anything nasty, dirty, evil, okay? I hate all who deal crookedly, meaning dishonestly. I will have nothing to do with them. I will reject perverse ideas, meaning ungodly and fleshly ideas, guys, and stay away from evil. I will not tolerate people who slander their neighbors, meaning defames their characters, gives their neighbors a bad name. I will not endure conceit and pride. I will search for faithful people to be my companions. Only those who are above reproach. Reproach, guys, is above disapproval, blame, disgrace, okay? When you're above that, you're pure, okay? Only those who are above reproach will be allowed to serve me. I will not allow deceivers, as in liars, to serve in my house, and liars will not stay in my presence. My daily task, which means every day, will be to ferret out the wicked. To ferret out means, guys, to seek out by carefully searching, to have discernment, to judge wisely, and free the city of the Lord from their grip, okay? Self-explanatory, guys. The Lord is saying, remember what he taught you. Do not associate yourself with wickedness. Live a pure, righteous life. Keep your morals. He has set your morals high, guys. He has set your morals high. And he's saying to remember everything that he's taught you over these years, over these months, whatever your period of testing was. He's saying remember what he taught you. Because as soon as he gives it back, you can allow it to be taken away. He gives. He does not take away. We allow it to be taken away because of disobedience. He's saying, remember what he said to you, what he showed you. Remember the dreams that he's given you. Remember the people that he's told you to separate from. He's saying to keep him on the forefront because that is the only way that you're going to live a life that is pure, blameless, and righteous is if he is at the front. He is the driver of your life, okay? Regardless if you're walking into a marriage, ladies, God is first, then your husband, then everybody else. That's in scripture. Men, it's God, your wife and then everybody else. He's saying keep him on the forefront. Many are walking into royalty, into the king's palace. You have been prepared all this time for such a time as this. But remember that even where he's taking you, it's not about you, it's bigger than you, okay? You are to have discernment. You are to search out the wicked. You are still to stay connected to your ministry, whatever that is, because it's still about saving souls. You are to release souls from the grip of the enemy, okay? You still have a job to do. So even though he's pushing many of you into your promised land, your harvest, you're walking into royalty, he's saying do not forget what he's told you, and do not forget that you have a job to do, okay? That's all I have for this word, guys. Have a blessed Tuesday, and read Psalms 101, guys, and let God minister that to you for those that it's for. But I love you guys. Coaching is open. Send me your prayer requests, testimonies. But other than that, guys, have a blessed day. I'm going to get to work. Love you. Bye.